Choluteca, and we were just heading to bed that night, and
We
as I was
stayed in
shut,
the same hotel as last year because we remembered it was pretty decent and not bad price, and then we got there and it was way more expensive than we remembered.
and not as nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Literally, like getting ready to go to sleep for the night, and there's a knock on the door, and we're like, "Oh, okay. Well, it must be one of the staff because who the hell else do we know in Honduras?"
yeah.
And these people are like, "Hey, is that your bikes?" Yeah. And then we started talking. They're fellow bikers, so we met pretty much a gang. I think by the time we all got together the next day, there were 7 of us. I think 7 counts as a gang. We made a motorcycle gang.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there was Bill from Alaska.
Yep. There was Carlos on a Triumph Tiger,
Yep.
and Pablo on a
V-Strom.
Leo was riding an Africa Twin, and it was the funniest because the way he packed is different than anybody else.
Yes.
He had a rubber chicken hanging off his bike and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And Michael was riding a,
Tenaire.
okay, and that's it.
So 7 of us.
Yeah, so we met for breakfast the next morning, and then we all rode together, and we all did the border crossing from Honduras into Nicaragua together. Some amigos here today. Estoy muy feliz porque me gusta viajando con amigos.
See?
Y we have all the bikes. Check it out. We have BMW GS Series 650, 700, and an 800. We have a Triumph Tiger. We have a Super Tenere. We have an Africa Twin and a V-Strom.
Yep.
We have all the adventure bikes. It was interesting. It was fun. I like it. It's great traveling with a group together.
Yeah.
But I noticed when I was traveling behind one of them that they had this habit of sticking out their leg. And I'm like, what is he doing?
I thought they were just happy and dancing on the bike at first. I'm like, wow, they just all seem really happy.
But he would point out one leg and then he would point out another leg. And like, is he stretching his legs maybe? But like, we just finished crossing the border. We haven't been on the bikes for very long. You wouldn't be stiff and sore yet.
Yeah.
And he's doing it again. And he's doing it again. And I'm like, oh, he's pointing out the potholes to the people riding behind him. How courteous. But what a crappy road
To be
to learn
pointing
about
at.
this. There was way too many potholes to like. You could physically not point at all of them, or have both your legs out the whole time.
Yeah,
and be
you were
pointing at all of
just,
them.
yeah, it was a bit of an obstacle course. Looked like a minefield.
It was a rough road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but made it to
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah. And we all, I remember Leon, and we lived there for a month last year, so we were pretty familiar with the town. Chose a hostel that was not willing to take all 7 motorcycles inside the courtyard. So we split up for the night, but there was so many hostels, it worked out okay.
Well, yeah, they got the
nice one.
The
We got
nice
the
one.
dump.
We stayed in the laundromat. That
Yeah.
wasn't exactly the nicest, but we got the bikes in.
Mm-hmm.
We had a interesting night in Leon.
Mm-hmm.
My
We got
favorite
dancing.
and my favorite burger place had burned to the ground.
Yeah. Grant decided to play tour guide because he knew the city and he was going to take us to the best restaurant, and we got there, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
it's just a pile of
it's gone.
ashes.
Yeah, I was a little sad. So.
Yeah.
Oh well, but yeah. So we had the night in Leon, and then the next day we packed up again, and
We had to move on because we were registered for school here in Nicaragua for a month, and those guys wanted to do some volcano boarding, and they are taking off ahead of us now down to South America. So I'm a little bit envious.